2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's the NBA Live on 2K Sports on this Tuesday afternoon. Joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Hey, Dave.
Thanks very much. Now, improving NBA officiating has gone high-tech. Today, the NBA uses the proprietary game review system, which is broken down from double-digit camera angles. Analysts spend a day or two dissecting each game. And Kevin, that data is used for evaluating, training, and communication with the teams.
Isn't that something? I mean, every day there's something new. Fascinating, fascinating stuff, DA. Thank you. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. On the block, it's Tucker next to Embiid. DeAnthony Melton out there with Harden, and it's Harris in at the 3 spot. And for the Bulls, Williams and Vucevic hold down the post for him. The wing set for him, Levine and DeRozan. And it's Caruso in at the point. Well, we expect to see sparks flying down in the paint tonight. Greg, a couple of very talented centers matching up head-to-head in this one.
But with the way the game is played today, we could see them battling at the arc. Modern bigs make their presence felt now all over the floor.
And so here we go, the 76ers to start it. Pass to Tucker. On the wing, Harris. Here's Embiid. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And you've got to admire the toughness that Embiid plays with. He doesn't let fouls stop him from scoring.
Well, Greg, what can you say about Joel Embiid's growth from a leadership perspective? Pretty impressive, isn't it?
Tremendous, Kevin. Carrying the Sixers with everything they went through, even though he came in second in MVP voting 2 years in a row. No player more important to his team than Joel Embiid.
And that one misses. And defensively, Chicago's so solid. Steve, they don't gamble a lot. They just get the job done.
Kevin, they do. Well, how they get it done, they rely on their intelligence. Good communication at that end. Could they be more disruptive? Maybe, but they play to their identity.
5 on the clock. Here's DeRozan, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
So explosive. DeRozan able to make plays inside, causing the defense to have to make a tough decision.
Kept alive, Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
And that dunk reverberated throughout this entire building.
Pictured it up high and down hard on the windmill flight. Back to Levine. The pass to Caruso. The jump hook. He lays it in.
That's all focused by Alex Caruso, absorbing the contact and getting the finish.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
Nice take. Staying aggressive with this game, still very much up in the air.
Now here is Harris. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Levine against Melton. Poked away. And Levine with the block.
You see the quickness and focus of Levine. Tracks the shot, shuts it down.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Chalk up 2 there. And here's Levine who brings it up for Chicago. 4-point game. Back to DeRozan. Passes it to Vucevic. Levine for three. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic.
Woo! Zach barely gave the defense a chance there. He quickly gets the shot in the air.
And Tucker has it in the corner. Philadelphia moving the ball around. DeRozan against Harris. Stolen by Levine. In transition, here come the Bulls. Levine with the ball. Out to DeRozan. Pass to Caruso. Lock at 6. Lets it fly. The second chance effort. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Good positioning turns into a second chance shot for Patrick. Love that intensity on the glass.
Chicago shooting their first free throw of the game.
At the line for Chicago, Patrick Williams. At the line for one.
And Williams no good on that one.
And some added toughness on the roster. Something Philly knew they needed after last year's playoffs. The hope is adding scrappy veterans like P.J. Tucker and DeAnthony Melton will help them further this go-round.
Now, here is Harden. Over Levine. Knocks down the step-back J. Harden's got his second bucket of the night.
I mean, how many spots on the floor is Harden not effective from? I'll tell you, not many.
Pass to DeRozan. Over Harris. And no good that time. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Harden against Caruso. Harden's shot is good. Harden's got 6.
And that's a nice play. Harden sure knows how to use that body handling inside.
And now the first timeout called here for the Bulls. And since Tobias Harris got his big contract with the Sixers, Greg, some say they chose him over Jimmy Butler.
And while Tobias is nice, he's never been an all-star. And that's one of the few downsides to a big payday. Some might say he's overpaid. I'm sure he'll take the trade-off.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Now Dragic.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Outside Bradley. Drummond trying to get himself free. Not going to go that time. Philadelphia leading by 3. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking.
Here's Fable. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Sumu.
Second team foul.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the 76ers?
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
And he can't get the first one.
An NBA All-Defense for 2 years running, Matisse Thybulle has been a game-changing defender from the minute he set foot in the NBA.
And the second free throw, good. And Greg, we know at Washington, Thibault was the College Defensive Player of the Year, averaging 3.5 steals and over 2 blocks a game.
And per minute, not far off that pace in the pros. His opponent field goal percentage last season good for second best in the league.
Now here's Green. Drummond passes to Green. 4 on the shot clock. Bradley kicks to Dragic. Fires from deep. And they get it back. Second shot opportunity. Drummond trying to get himself free. And it's Bradley laying it in.
Effort play, pursuing the basketball. Love how he puts in the work.
Hilton the pass to Niang. The pass to Thibault. It's hauled in by the Bulls. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first. With the floater, and Green gets it to go. And it's a tie ball game.
Nice find by Dragic. Great vision, unselfish basketball.
Out to the right wing. Niang kicks to House. Philadelphia moving the ball around. 29 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Milton. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And here is Dosunmu. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. From the arc. And no good on the last second attempt this time. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Philadelphia ahead, leading by just 2. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
In decades past, teams that led the league in threes, if they shot that same rate now, would rank break dead last in the NBA. So with that thought, which teams of yesteryear probably should have shot more threes?
And that's a good one. Kevin, I think you got to look back to the Run TMC Warriors, right? How about the Larry Bird Celtics? And they could knock down.
The wing set for him, Levine and DeRozan. Williams and Vucevic hold down the post for him. And it's Dragic in at the 1. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And the Bulls making a change here. White's checked in. On the wing, Harris. DeRozan defending. Harden against White. Passes to Korkmaz. A step-back shot here. The putback. It's good on the putback. Embiid's got the lead up to 4 now for the 76ers.
You see that nasty streak Embiid possesses. Part of why he's a superstar. Great motor.
Now here's Levine. That shot off the mark. And Philadelphia the other way now.
How about the job Billy Donovan has done? Under 500 in his first season, but took the Bulls to the playoffs in his second year at the helm.
Here's Embiid. 8 points for him.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
White looking around. Pass to DeRozan. Levine with it. 11 feet away. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Lots of pieces have been added to this Bulls roster. For Donovan, you were just talking about him, to work with, coach, and lead. He has done a good job.
They have a great mix, Kevin, of veteran leadership and young talent. Donovan has been able to mix and match to keep guys fresh. It worked well for him in the playoffs last year. Just couldn't find an answer for Giannis and the Bucks.
And the basket by DeRozan.
We know he can score the basketball, especially in the mid-range area.
To the paint, here's Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Chicago calls timeout.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
On your feet, fans, it's
Alex Caruso checked in for Chicago. And the 76ers also making a change. The Anthony Melton, he's checked in for Korkmaz. Outside, White. Levine inside the three-point line. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Levine's got 5 now.
Kobe White keeping his head up, shows great vision, and delivers a great pass.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, guys. Now, Tobias Harris has been the leading scorer on teams in the NBA, but on the Sixers, he understands his role is different. He says, I'm not a guy who's going to press for looks. The ball's going to flow how it flows, and I just got to be ready when the opportunity comes my way. That's what winning basketball is all about. Kevin?
David, thank you. Levine can't hit. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the content.
Well, James Harden's still a tremendous player, but now in his early 30s, some question, can he be the dominant MVP force we saw in Houston?
And Greg Harden in recent years dealing with hamstring injuries. Has he lost a step to age or injury?
You know, probably a little of both, but we've seen players with a new diet or training regimen get back to peak production. Hopefully, he can as well.
No good on that one.
And the playmaking of Harden continues to impress. Whether he's looking for his shot or creating for others, such a dynamic talent.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Andre Drummond's checked in for Vucevic. Bradley comes in for Zach LaVine. And it's Dosunmu in for White. And the 76ers also making a change. Shake Milton, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Good on the second free throw. And Greg, the Philadelphia 76ers have made it very clear that they are all in on a title run.
And their front office has been very focused on trying to get top-tier talent on this roster. After the trust the process era, they're now aggressively pursuing titles here in Philly.
Now, here's DeRozan over Milton. And it's DeRozan missing. And here's the break. Milton with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. Now, here's Milton. Defense is right there. Harris against Caruso. Harris misses. Bulls trail by 3.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's DeRozan. And the Bulls with another miss. And for the 76ers, they're shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Pass to Milton. There's a minute 40 left in the first half. He dishes it to Embiid. The 8-footer. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Embiid's got the lead up to 5 now for the 76ers. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And what makes Chicago tricky to defend, Kevin, they just have such a balanced attack. They can score in the paint from mid-range or hurt you from deep.
Fans, make some noise for your Chicago Lovables. Fans, make some noise for your Chicago Lovables. Here they come, fans. Turn your attention to the court for your Chicago Lovables.
Chicago making some changes. Javonte Green, he's checked in for DeRozan. And it's Dragic in for Alex Caruso. Harrell, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Daniel House comes in for Milton. Now, here's Green. And there's the pass to Bradley. Back to Green. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Philadelphia ball.
And the 76ers making a change here. Niang's checked in.
George Niang.
The 76ers leading by 5. And 1:01 left in the second quarter. Back to Harden. Pass to Milton. Pass to Harden. Puts up a 3. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
Well, Harden is the right option here. He has zero hesitation as a shooter.
Now here's Dosunmu. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Dragic from outside. Connects from 3-point range.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Here is House. Harrell trying to free himself up. The shot by House is no good. 17 seconds left in the first half. Here's Dosunmu. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
For Chicago, they have started out 0-1 from the line, missing their only other attempt earlier.
And last season, when they got themselves to the line, they usually came through as a team up around 81%.
The free throw drops for Dosunmu. Both shots good from the stripe.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Milton with it. The dish to House. Here's Thibault. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. 76ers lead by 3. A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. With Sixers coach Doc Rivers, Doc, you've got to be pleased with the play of Joel Embiid so far.
He's playing great. He's attacking early. He's making the right decisions. But overall, as a team, nothing's quick. Everything's slow, and maybe it's their pressure, but we have to do something about it.
We'll see if that adjustment gets made, Doc. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Joel Embiid having an outstanding game. He had 12 points and 5 rebounds. And last game, he could never really get going. Maybe that lit a fire under him tonight. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Playing on the road is having no effect on this team. The planes, the hotels, the buses, it's a grind. It can zap your energy level. But right now, they look like a fresher team. And we'll see if they hit the wall in the second half.
Looking at Chicago, Shaq, your thoughts?
Well, their bench production has been a major factor. Guys have been ready to go when their number is called. And it makes the second half go a lot easier on your main guys when you can spread the minutes around in the first half.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
I have to credit them for their patience offensively. They understood the matchup, and they took the necessary time to exploit it.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Heading underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. On the block, it's Tucker next to Embiid. Harden out there with the Anthony Melton. And it's Harris in at the 3 slot. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. And that sends Nikola Vucevic to the free throw line. That one on Harris.
And Smitty, we've seen Nikola Vucevic add a 3-point shot to his arsenal.
This is a shot he didn't have early on in his career. But GA, as the game has continued to evolve, so has Vucevic. Recognizing bigs like him have to be able to stretch the floor.
One shot.
And it's tied up with that one.
You gotta love what he brings to the table. Nikola Vucevic, not too shabby from the line either. He can shoot it.
Here's Harden. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Now here's Williams. Stolen by Harden. Tucker dishes to Harris. Here's the teardrop. That one misses. Nice D from DeRozan. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Bulls. Trailing by 2. Outside Levine. Back to DeRozan. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Vucevic. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Harden on the wing. Defended by Caruso. They get it back. Chicago has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. On the wing, Williams. Over Harris. And again, Chicago. No good. The 76ers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
And guys, we've become accustomed to this. Embiid's a dynamic scorer who's comfortable shouldering the offensive load.
Now here's Caruso. The shot will not fall. Caruso against Harden. Feeds to Tucker. Melton passes to Embiid. Count it. Now it's a 6-point Philadelphia lead.
Hit on the way up. Embiid's strong physically, but also mentally able to keep his focus.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Chicago calls timeout. Joel Embiid with a strong contribution in this one.
The man has been relentless scoring inside, attacking the rim every chance he gets. Their defense has been powerless to stop him. We'll see what adjustments they make coming out of this timeout.
Welcome to the court, your Chicago Bulls.
Chicago making a switch here. Bradley's checked in. Here's Caruso. Some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And DeRozan kicks to Caruso. Pass to Vucevic. Down low. Caruso with the ball. 4 on the clock. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. DeRozan's shot is off. The 76ers leading by 6. The pass to Embiid. Chicago grabs the miss. Vucevic has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
What you love about Vucevic, the consistency, solid shooting percentages, and he's averaged double-digit rebounds for the last 5 years.
Now, here's Melton. Zach LaVine unable to get his last shot to go. Melton against LaVine. Embiid wide open. Another 3 for Philadelphia. You know, Greg, adding to that for Vucevic, the last 2 seasons, he's been excellent in the playoffs.
Great point, Kevin. His numbers were up over what he did in the regular season. He hits clutch shots, gives them a physical presence, and he is just a rock in the middle.
And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Kobe White, he's checked in for Chicago. Dosunmu comes in for Alex Caruso. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Emmanuel House comes in for P.J. Tucker. Korkmaz checked in for Milton. And it's Shake Milton in for James Harden. Misses off the left iron.
You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
Now here's White. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Passes it to DeRozan. To stop the run. Here's Bradley. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Really strong rebounding on the interior. He gets the easy putback.
Pass to Korkmaz. A minute 20 left in the third quarter. Here is House, guarded by Levine. The shot by House is no good. Bulls trail by 9. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
With a full head of steam in the open floor, there aren't many ways to stop DeRozan from scoring.
Now, here's Milton. On the wing, Harris. DeRozan defending. And there's a call on Tobias Harris. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
So for the Bulls, Drummond's checked in for Tony Bradley. Green comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Dragic in for Kobe White. George Niang, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Now here's Dragic. Outside, Levine. And the Bulls with another miss.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps. That's just great court recognition there. He saw the D pack in the lane on the break, so he calmly rose up and drained the transition three.
Now here's Milton. He's guarded by Dragic. Milton on top. Shoots over Dragic. Can't connect. And we reach the end of the third. 76ers ahead, up by 4. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment.
36.
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Dragic is out there with Dosunmu, and it's Vucevic, and it's Green, and it's Drummond in at power forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Now, here's Tucker. On the wing, Milton. Traps in the tray.
Milton.
Milton's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the 76ers. Bulls trail by 7. Bounce pass, Dragic. Now, here's Dosunmu. Out to the right wing. Ball's knocked loose. And now, Philadelphia on the break. A shot by Milton, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Now, here's Dosunmu. Defense right on him. Drummond in the post. Defended by Milton. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Drummond. Out left to the wing. Harden outside. There's the lob to Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now, here's Vucevic. Over Embiid, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Confident from anywhere on the floor. Vucevic showing off.
Pass to Harden. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Here's Thibault. That one doesn't go. And it's Chicago the other way. Here's the lob to the hoop. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Andre Drummond.
What makes Drummond a great rebounder, not just the size and athleticism, it's his tremendous anticipation.
Now, here's Tucker. Here's Feibel. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Dosumu. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Philadelphia.
Smart ball handling from them in this one. Passing around to get ahead of the defense and putting it in the hands of ready shooters.
And you also have to applaud how they've attacked the interior in this game. A lot of points happening for them in the paint tonight.
And the first one drops. Chicago making some changes. Patrick Williams, he's checked in for Drummond. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Javonte Green. And it's Alex Caruso in for Goran Dragic. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Harris is checked in. And both free throws good for Feibel. And Caruso's got the ball here for Chicago. It's a 5-point game. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Vucevic against Embiid. Steps back and shoots. Dosunmu's shot is off. The 76ers leading by 5. Now Feibel. And the pass to Embiid. Over Williams. Another miss by Philadelphia. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Dosunmu's shot is off.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And you know, we always talk about this. Just changing the shot can be just as effective as blocking it, even though it's less spectacular.
Now here's Embiid. Rebound by Williams. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Philadelphia's gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. Harden finds Feibel. And the foul on Patrick Williams. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Zach LaVine's checked in for Dosunmu. The 76ers also with a sub. D'Anthony Melton. He's checked in for Matisse Feibel. To the middle.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Harden. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Maybe the best ever at earning free throws. I mean, Harden has mastered the art of contact and still being able to get off the shot.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Good job. Want to keep fueling that lead. Make your free throws.
Timeout call, the Bulls. They're behind by 7. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter.
Your Bulls Youth Dance Team. Ladies and gentlemen.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game, Joel
Thank you
Embiid.
to the Bulls.
And he's had the hot hand tonight, Kevin. No doubt about it. He's gotten his field goal percentage up over 60. And you're only going to get it that high when you're taking good, smart shots.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan talking to his team. He's pleased that they're getting consistent points in the paint. He said, in this league, it's not easy to do what you guys are doing. Let's just keep doing it until they stop us. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Here's Melton, following the score by DeMar DeRozan. Harden dishes to Harris.
With a nice combination of strength and elusiveness, Harris makes things difficult for the defenders inside.
4th team foul. Shooting for Philadelphia, Tobias Harris. At the line for 2.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
Slowly but surely, Harris continues to elevate his game. The shooting, the playmaking, the ability to make a difference.
So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for Chicago. 1:15 left in the fourth quarter of this one. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now. I'm glad we got a chance to check out that fantastic drive one more time.
And that's the kind of effort that it takes down the stretch, going all out for that clutch bucket.
And out of bounds, the Bulls will take it. .106 left in the game. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. They've led by as many as 11 points. The feed now to Embiid. Tries yet again. He takes it up and lays it in.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
And it's DeRozan missing. Now the 76ers with it. They lead by 7. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. A nice shot by Harris.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Diversified scoring in this one for them.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Harden scanning the floor. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, James. You were in a rhythm from the opening stages of the game. What does it mean to have this kind of performance?
I'm happy. I'm happy we won. We played 4 quarters of great basketball. You got to be locked in. You got to have that mindset to where you're just in attack mode every play, and that's what I was in tonight.
You had them on your heels, man, and congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.